G'day and welcome for the final time this season to the Slice for AFL Play. I am Rog.
I'm Star.
And this, as it has been all season, is for the playmakers. For anyone who's ever picked up the footy or enjoyed the game from the sidelines, we are going to be serving you a slice of play, or have been serving you a slice of play every week right here on the Slice. But this will be the last time this season. Star,
I know.
how are you feeling this final ep?
I feel good. And look, there's an elephant in the room that we need to address. Yes, I am taller than Rog. You haven't been able to tell because we've been sitting down every week, but now all has been revealed.
We are vertical, which I'm enjoying. It's so
I know,
limber.
it's really
We can
fun.
do anything we really want.
I'm
but
feeling very high energy.
the short king is in. So I'm actually, plus if there's like a building fire, the smaller you are, the quicker you are to get outside. So enjoy getting trapped. Now that we are vertical, like the WWE me wants to just like powerbomb you straight through this table.
Yeah,
like,
you were doing some questionable things before we hit record.
Is that
so
sort of the same feeling you've got? Or?
No, I kind of more just want to like straighten out all the creases in the tablecloth.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we got the green balloons as well. It's like it's St. Patrick's Day. It's all happening for our final episode. It's a bittersweet feeling. You're trying to stay grateful and happy for what we have achieved and what we've experienced together. And thank you all so much to everyone that has viewed and listening for being on the journey with us. But at the same time, it is a bit sad that
I know.
it's the last time for a little while. But it is time for our 6-pointer. And our 1-pointer.
And we are going to change things up this week because it is the last day of school. We're having a pizza party. You know, remember on the last day of school when you'd have a pizza party and the size of pizza would be like this big?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get a bit of a bigger slice. Bigger slice.
The
The pizza slice. Bigger slice today. But for our 6.1 point, we're going to do our 6.1 point of the entire season.
Yeah.
So we've got like 18. This is our 18th episode.
It is worth noting as well that we are standing for a reason. We have got something special teed up shortly. It's not just like a random for the last episode we'll stand. We have got something coming. But yes, there's 6-pointer, 1-pointer.
Okay. Oh, I want you to go first.
Okay, my 1-pointer for the season. It's no coincidence I'm wearing this shirt because it's a reminder of the one time you genuinely degraded me. You disrespected our friendship. Our union as co-host was completely shattered because on one episode you were referring to my AFL team, my greatest passion in this world, and you decided to title me as a Collingwood supporter.
I'm so sorry. But your team, Collingwood?
What do you mean control the... Don't you dare say anything so disrespectful.
No,
again.
I'm
Star,
not. Wait, is that not your
Star,
team?
are you having me on?
What's your
Are
team?
you deliberately trying to get me a little bit hot under the collar? I'm a Carlton supporter.
Carlton, sorry.
Don't you dare be so disrespectful again. Otherwise, this will be the last episode of the Slice.
The slice is ended.
We ever have.
What have you got to say for yourself?
I will say it was a Freudian slip. I literally just got my words mumbled up in my head. It had been a big day and I accidentally said the wrong team. And I hope that I have since redeemed myself. And I now, thankfully, you're wearing it on your shirt today just in case I forget again.
Now, I have forgiven you and we will move on because this is the final episode. It's an episode of love, not of hatred and regret. But I've never once mislabeled you as, a Riri fan instead of a Taylor Swift. I've never labelled you as, a country music fan or anything like that. You did label me a Collingwood supporter. I have moved on from it, but it's something that will linger in the background of my head forever, hence why it's the 1-pointer.
Yes. Well, smile because it happened, not cry because it's over.
Well done. My 6-pointer of the season was a 6-pointer out of pure shock, out of pure surprise. And that's when out of nowhere, when you decided to bring out my old football coach, a man that guided me through so many years of football, Mark Borgie Borg, onto the show.
Just surprising someone in the studio.
Oh, Borgie! You are kidding.
Hello. How you going?
This is fantastic for you, mate. This is... Oh, mate.
Come and have a seat.
This is... I had no idea where this was all going.
That was the best.
Did not see it coming. Did not see it coming. He coached me for like 8 years at Banyule. And you know when you're having like a dream and it'll randomly be like your old school best mate and your uncle and this person you met in Queensland one time and they're all there together and you're 10-pin bowling but then aliens come in. And it's just this really random thing and you're like, why? But it makes sense in your dream. I'm sitting here on the Slice. We're at AFL House in Melbourne. In walks Mark Borg and sits next to me on the show. Had no idea it was coming, but I couldn't have enjoyed it anymore.
Yeah, I remember that day because I was trying to set up the surprise for you because Rog had absolutely no idea what was happening. And he, you know, when you host something together, you do riff off each other a lot. So we kind of have a lot of trust in each other and what is going to come out of our mouth next. So I remember Rog just looking at me going like, what is this chick on about? Like I was setting it up in the most random way. And then in he walks and it was incredible.
Yeah.
So we got you good, mate. We
My
got you good.
favourite moment of the season. What a great surprise. What about you, Star?
So my 1 point was actually the same one that you mentioned because I do live with a lot of regret for the mistake that I made. However, we are besties now, so I do believe I have redeemed myself.
Absolutely, you
And
have.
my 6 point for the whole season was actually only a few weeks ago. And it was when you asked me the question if you could play anything on a magical TV screen, what would it be? It could be any movie, any footage of any person. And I said, mine would be Carlton FC winning the grand final.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. That is the nicest thing that has ever come out of you. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because and you know what, Rog? I would want to watch it with you because I know how much that means to you.
Now that means the world.
Yeah.
That's probably the best thing anyone's ever said. It could have been anything you said. You could have seen how the pyramids were built. You could have seen what alien civilizations like. You could have seen the highlights package of your whole world. But what you decided to go with was my boys, the Carlton Football Club, winning the premiership.
And I don't think I've ever seen your walls come down like that. Like you actually were so shook. It took over your whole body. You're like, oh, thank you.
Because I've been waiting 25 years to see the Blue Boys win a flag. It has not happened yet. A quarter of a century. So for you to nominate that for us to finally watch it, it almost, in fact, it did. It completely redeemed your previous foul, your previous error of labelling me a magpie.
My previous error.
Yeah.
Like the errors tour.
Oh, no, not like that. Not the ERA. But yes, what a season it's been, Star. And we're not finished yet.
Because we have got some celebrating to do. And to do that, we thought it's not really a celebration without cake.
It is. You need cake.
Are you much of a cake decorator?
Not a cake decorator. Massive cake eater
Yes.
is one of my passions in life. I'm a sweet tooth by nature. So while I've never decorated it, well, actually, if I were to have another one-pointer, it would be when you got me to paint. Like when you got me to paint, because I had to multitask. I had to paint and also talk to you. So I'm a bit nervous about having to decorate a cake and get all artsy while I chat to you at the same time.
Well, don't worry because I have actually called in the help of an expert. We have got amazing food creator Tom Smallwood who is coming on the podcast today. Have you seen his videos? The food he
Yes.
makes is incredible.
Absolutely. He makes Jamie Oliver look like a one-star chef that's never cooked anything in his life.
So let's see what we can create together. Should we bring Tom in?
Tommy! Here we are with the Adriano Zumbo of Australia, they say. Tom Smallwood, what a pleasure it is. So you are content creator extraordinaire in the sort of dessert and sweets world. Can you run us through what you're sort of operating with there?
So I've done this thing where I've basically told everyone I'm not a really good baker.
Yeah.
And then I'll go out and bake something that's maybe too high. Like the quality of it's just too high to say I'm not a very good baker.
Yeah, right.
So
Gotcha.
it's a bit of a cop-out.
Yeah.
But at the start, I wasn't very confident in my baking ability.
What-
But now,
How extreme are we going? Are we going like meringue level or
the most complicated thing that I did was, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong.
crock
It's
and
called-
bush?
Similar. So it was a shoe or crackle in, which is like like a cream puff, which is like what they use to make the crock and bush.
Oh, that's like
Wow.
the towers. Yeah.
But I just didn't tower it up. I just filled it up.
They're really hard. How many eggs did you have to use for the hat?
Oh, I think it was only 2, right?
I'm thinking of
no,
something
because I made the
different.
custard. Yeah, okay.
It's because it's
It was-
like an egg
yeah,
yolk custard,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then you just use all the whites for meringue.
Yes, that's what we made the pavlova.
These are my dream fruits for pavlova:
Mm-hmm.
mango, passion fruit, kiwi fruit, strawberry, and blueberry. So you've got 5 fruits on there, but you've got
Mango,
a good
passion
balance
fruit, kiwi, strawberry, blueberry.
of sour and sweet, different shapes,
Right.
different textures.
Yeah, okay.
And I think that cuts through really nicely.
Diversity on the palette, which you need.
So, with you, what do you put on with the chocolate? Is it just cream and chocolate?
Cream, chocolate, bit of fruit, kiwi fruit, huge
Kiwi
on,
fruit,
massive with the
chocolate.
kiwi fruit on. Yeah, it's a beautiful mix. You need to get yourself.
I
on there.
can get around that. I can agree with both of these. But something that I hope we can all agree on is that there's no orange on a pavlova.
No.
If someone goes to put like an orange segment on my pavlova, I just won't eat it. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I'll just be like,
oranges are sort of the nominated fruit of the slice. It's what.
well, actually, that's crazy because I was just about to say that the only thing that I want on my pavlova is an orange. As a matter of fact, actually.
So, Tom,
Do you ever play footy? Like, are you into the world of sport or football and
So-
have the orange slices at half time?
Yeah, funny story, actually. I played soccer, so I mean, maybe
Love me soccer.
we had orange slices at halftime, but then it was someone's mum kicked up a big stink because their child was allergic. So we
What a
all missed
niche
out. Yeah, we all
allergy.
missed out on orange slices because,
Did they replace with something else? Was it no orange slices, but here instead you get cantaloupe?
we'd have Freddo frogs.
Oh, even
and
better,
then
mate. I hope
and then there was another bigger
best,
issue.
Best case scenario.
Sugar
Oh,
crash.
Oh, right.
We can't win. Just let us have the orange slices, please.
So, would you say you feel quite neutral about oranges?
Oh, I'm a pro orange. I'm pro orange slices.
What's one word that comes to mind when you see this?
Oh, it looks healthy. Like, vitamin C.
Yes, yeah.
So obviously you are massive in the food world and you love your sport as well. Have you got a sort of go-to meal that you like to tuck into either pre or post a bit of sport, something you like to whip up?
Something high protein.
Yep.
Something with a bit of carb.
I know exactly what
Bit
you're
of
talking
salt
about,
as
mate.
well.
Nothing used to me.
And I think I hope both of you agree again.
Yep.
Steak sandwich. I feel like I'm hitting all of my food groups.
Love this stuff. Bit of relish in
Maybe
there.
not.
Not into it. Look, I respect your steak sandwiches. However, it's too chewy for me.
Yeah, it
You haven't had a
depends.
good steak sandwich then?
You haven't made me one,
Yeah,
so.
okay.
And do you have so we know you've got to get hyped up before you're about to play sport or do a big workout, but what about before you cook something? Do you have do you have to get in a little hype zone for that too?
Yeah, I actually have to have a couple of deep breaths and calm myself down. It'll be all right. Just try to not cry is pretty much the main. No,
That's me every day.
yeah.
If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Lasagna.
Oh, sensational choice.
Fat, cheesy lasagna.
Has
right?
to be mum's as well. Mum's lasagna.
Mum's lasagna.
Is always
Yeah.
better than anyone
Or
else's.
Tom's
What about you guys?
lasagna?
One meal.
First thing that comes
lasagna.
to my head, I feel like is the correct answer. I'm going to go with dumplings.
Oh.
Love dumplings. Could eat a million of them in one sitting
Yeah.
without even thinking
Yeah.
about it. I feel like I could break the record.
I feel like you could also live on that for the rest of your life. I feel like they're quite balanced with
Prawn and
everything they put
chive,
in.
I would go with.
Oh.
I love lasagna too, but I could also do like a chicken snitty as well, with like mashed potato
Yeah,
on the side.
Big
basic
plate.
answer, I feel, but I'll,
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Basic answer.
just
You said
snitty.
dumplings.
You know, those dumplings are cultured. You know those kids that you grow up in primary school and high school and all they eat is like chicken schnitzel and like spuds. They can't eat anything
Yeah.
else. They don't want to diversify their palate. That's the vibe you're letting off right now.
It's a bit Cheeto finger vibes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I am an iPad kid, so
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay, Tom, so I've actually been up all night preparing these two amazing cakes. As you can see, they're definitely home baked.
And identical. You've done a fantastic job.
Thank you so
Consistency.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second to none.
So what I think the vision is, we are going to stack these two cakes on top of each other. We're going to carve them into something that represents the incredible season of the slice that we've had. So Roger and I are very amateur when it comes to this stuff. So we're going to need your help. Do you reckon you're the right guy for it?
I absolutely reckon I'm the right guy for it.
We love the
I can't wait.
confidence.
I have an idea of what we should carve these cakes into. Yes.
Should we, on 3, say what we think we should carve it into, and we'll see if we get it right? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to say what we think
All
we
right,
should.
okay.
1, 2, 3.
Footy
Trophy.
field.
Footy field.
I think a footy field. We can put the goalposts on there.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I reckon we roll with that. We can do the oval. We can put goalposts at one end, the center square, circle, the 50-meter arc.
So you reckon use one as the field and the other cake as the other accompanying things on the field?
Ooh, is that an option? Do you reckon we
Yeah.
can like cut that stuff out and put it on top?
Well, because if we cut this into an oval, we're not going to have much cake left to work with. So we're going to have to use, I reckon, that one, the oval, and then that one can be everything else that needs to go on the
Okay,
field.
good plan. Let's rock
I
and
like
roll.
it.
Boss, are we ready? Happy with that?
Yeah, I was writing up some blueprints in my mind of how it's
Yes.
actually going to go. I was thinking we cut these straight,
Yep.
so then we have basically like it's sort of like an oval, but then use these to like make it a bit bigger, and then we'll also have all the offcuts, and we could do that into the stadium. But now that like judging your reaction, maybe we just go with what you said.
No.
because
No.
Mine feels way more complicated.
I reckon we should just go for it and let's just see what happens.
Okay, good plan as well. No plan is a good plan.
Okay.
Tom, I'm not feeling very confident about doing the shaping of the cake. Do you reckon
Okay.
you can take the reins?
So
You
as you cut your cake, Tom, I've got a couple more for you. So if you were to have a barbecue, right, your joint, what celebrity, TikTokers, whoever it might be, who would you want to have at your barbecue?
Obviously, you guys are invited.
Yes.
But I'm not going to put you guys in charge of the cake decorating.
You haven't even seen us in action yet, Tom.
maybe I am. If you guys could have a look at this. This looks
This looks
No, that's
like
fantastic.
an oval. Okay, so we have an oval right now.
we've done
do.
really
Have an
well.
oval.
Yeah.
What if we have, hear me out, that's the oval and we'll turn that into the oval, and then we cut out a small football out of the other cake to put on the oval.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we turn that into a football.
I love that.
So we're gonna have 2 separate cakes, or we're putting it on the oval.
We're going to put the football on the oval. So we're going to decorate this oval and turn it into a football field. And the other one we're going to turn into a footy. Chuck it on there.
The scaling will be off, but that's okay.
That's
It'll be a
okay.
perspective thing. Like the footy's really close and the oval's pretty far away.
Nailed it, mate.
Okay.
You nailed it.
All right.
Oh, what a great idea. We've
So
got a...
grabbing the footy for inspo.
It's actually hilarious because I'm gonna just make another oval.
Yeah,
There
it
you
does, but
go.
let's
Small
make this
oval.
one significantly smaller so it can
Oh,
fit.
significantly smaller.
Significantly
Okay.
so it can fit on our football field.
So what if I do? I'll just cut it here.
Yeah.
Because what if we need some spare parts?
Yeah, looks
Yeah,
good.
absolutely.
And then
We've given you a lot of responsibility today.
Yeah, you have.
And I want to throw another question in regards to more responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
If you were in charge of food for Friday Night Footy,
Mm-hmm.
what would you be serving?
I love Friday night.
okay, I would definitely bring some orange slices.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, that's like maybe
Worst party
maybe
ever.
Maybe an aperitif. Maybe that's like hydrate yourself, get
True, yeah.
get in the mood.
Yep.
Friday Night Footy.
And I guess because they got taken away from you like,
Exactly,
as a
exactly.
kid, so you want to bring them back. It's
so
the
it's
nostalgia.
a control issue maybe more
Yeah.
than anything.
Love
I think
that.
okay, so I'd do some pigs in a blanket.
Ooh,
Or
yum.
maybe like / sausage roll, depending on like
You got to do the saucy roll,
Yeah.
man.
So we got
Saucy roll is a lot.
sausage roll, big bowls of tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Because everyone's gonna double dip, and I think that's fine.
That's encouraged.
If you
more
double
than anything.
dip, but I think you dip once, bite, and if you spin it around, so
Yeah.
you've got that clean end,
100%.
not your bite end. You don't
builds
double
culture.
dip with the bite end.
Do you mind if I
I
finish this off?
absolutely
Yeah.
don't mind if you do that.
Yeah. Duh, I can't believe you made this yourself. This is absolutely
It's
more.
astounding.
Oh.
It's a fantastic cake.
Guys, now that we have nailed the shape of our cakes, we've got our little footy field and our mini footy that is arguably not really the best size, but we're just going to roll with it. It's a bit of a abstract piece, right?
Size doesn't matter here.
Yeah. So I thought it's really important to now decorate a cake. We can't just have a bare cake. We've got to make it look pretty. But instead of just doing that how you normally would, I thought let's change it up. Are you guys keen to have a bit of fun?
I love fun.
Absolutely.
So to shake things up a little bit, we're going to be doing the sensory challenge from TikTok. Each one of us,
Okay.
we are all going to be working as a team, which I think is going to end up being hilarious because we're all going to lose one of our senses. So someone's going to have noise cancelling headphones on, they won't be able to hear. Someone's going to have a blindfold, and the last person cannot
Oh, yeah,
talk,
that
which
makes
I think should be Rog.
That makes
No, I beg your pardon. This is such a beautiful aspect of football. It's one of the most beautiful things I love about footy is that there are so many times where talk is the most pivotal part of the game. Where you have the footy, it's a
Yeah.
360-degree game. You can't see the people behind you, and you rely on your teammate to say, "Rog, you're hot, mate. Get rid of it." And you get rid of it, and we carry on with the game, and you don't get crunched. It's got a lot about it. This does.
So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to try to work together as a team despite the things that are, going to be obstructing us, and we're going to decorate the best cake in the world. Let's start decorating our footy field first. So, Tom, can you do the grass?
The grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I can feel.
Okay.
I'm gonna twist it. What kind of tip do we
I'm
have?
going to show you.
Is it good? Oh. One. Okay, now the
Great
other end.
teamwork.
Here. Okay, cool. Am I doing a good? Have I reached the bottom?
Amazing.
Okay. Oh, I felt it go in there. I ruined
Smooth
it.
it out.
Okay, you guys smooth it out.
This looks really good, guys.
In terms of creative control, I am freaking out.
Okay,
I'm gonna put him
Roger's
down.
now going in with a much
What am I
darker color. I don't know. Five holes.
Five holes?
550.
What?
5, 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
3. Circle. Circle. 1, 2, 3 circles.
God, I'm doing nothing. I can't even keep up.
Zero.
Who said that?
5, 0.
Why are you saying numbers?
I said that.
50. Yeah, 50. So we do the 50-meter line, right? Yeah. Okay, I couldn't keep up. I didn't know what you
have
guys
no
were talking
idea
about.
what's happening right
Math
now.
class. So we do the 50. The big line.
Line.
Yeah.
Line.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kick line. Here, squeeze, and you direct me. I'm just squeezing.
That looks really good.
Again. Yeah, squeeze. This doesn't feel like a curved line.
I get it.
Was it the halfway line? Did we do that? Do we do the middle in the circle in the middle? Get me to the middle. I'll just do a circle. I can't wait to see what this looks like.
Okay. The umpire. Oh, the goalpost. The goalpost. It's not really giving goalpost. It's definitely giving snake vibes at the end.
It's crazy because I could just not be part of this. She can't hear me.
Okay, now I feel like we need to add some players to the field.
Yes. Yum, this
now
icing's
we're
really
gonna
good.
Do our football. Roger's really working overtime here.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's happening.
He's oh, you can't hear me. He's squeezing my hand. I've got icing on the mic.
You're
Sorry.
squeezing. You're squeezing. Squeezing.
Icing. Oh, icing. Are you looking at me or am I just staring at nothing?
A.
F.
F. L.
I'm going to act like I can see this. Yeah. Now move it a bit to the left.
I feel like it needs some sparkles. This looks so good. Tom, can you explain what this gold stuff is?
Gold leaf is actually gold, but it just sticks to things. It's very thin, actually. I think that's why it's very malleable and it just sticks to things.
Is gold leaf like from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Is it on my hand?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, so it's
Wait,
about
where's my hand? Oh, good. Good.
Yay, we're
Yay,
done!
bye, guys.
Can I take these off?
Oh, my eyeballs are sweating.
Oh, it's so quiet in here.
That's the longest I've ever gone without.
Wow, what are your thoughts?
I think we nailed it.
My thoughts are, how did that get there?
Try and tell if you. I think how we know if we've achieved is if you ask someone what is that, they look at it and go, "I reckon that's a football field."
I think someone's going to look at us and say, what is that?
We should actually take it around the office and ask people what they think it is.
Done. That's it. But
I feel well rested. Like, I feel like I just had a nap. Like,
my ears, I feel like they're still adjusting.
Yeah.
I could not hear anything.
my voice box has never had that long of a rest in history. But I personally couldn't be any prouder of what we've achieved on our final episode of The Slice for this season. What a pleasure. Thank
team.
you so much for coming in.
Thanks,
you.
Tom.
Thanks for having me. I really did enjoy it.
You can keep the gold, by the way. You can sell that down.
Payday.
To the jeweler if you want.
Payday.
I think this is the first time we can finally say this properly, Rog. Bring it in, boys.
In we go.
Bring it in, boys.
Bring it in. It's the post-match huddle. We've just finished our final episode for season 1 of The Slice, and we're finishing it with you. What a way to
This
end
is
it
my
with a
proudest
bang.
moment. I'm very happy that you guys invited me on. That was really fun, except for that part where I was blind and I couldn't do anything.
It's been
Just sort of standing here with a dirty hand.
it's been an honour and a privilege and a joy and the greatest time of my life to do this show with you, Star, for season 1 of The Slice. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on as well, Tom. No one else I'd rather have beside us for our final episode. Thank you.
The proof is in the pudding. I think that we have done a fantastic job of that, to say the least.
Do you reckon anyone in the office is going to want to have a piece?
Well, mate, if not,
Yeah.
I'm taking it on the flight back to Melbourne. 100%.
Now, make sure you follow us at AFLPLAY because we're, of course, going to have lots of content coming your way, even though The Slice has wrapped up for the season. And
Thank you.
I guess,
Thank you.
how do we even, no one tells you how to wrap these things.
On
What do
th-
we say?
On 3, The Slice.
1, 2, 3.
The
Slice!
Woo!
Yay!
The Slice, presented by AFLPLAY, is hosted by Star MCG and Connor Rogers.
The Slice is recorded and produced at Amplify Studios, situated on Gadigal land. We pay our respects to the traditional owners of the land and waters in which we record on.